Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino.
And your boy Keesto.
You're tuning in to another episode of the Underground Dialogue Podcast where the name speaks for itself, man. And we are here tonight, man. We back. It's been a long time since it was just us in the saddle, man.
Man, it's a long time coming, man.
Yeah, we've been had a lot of dope guests been coming through. But tonight, you know, it's just me and the Keystonian, man.
Yes,
so we gonna chunk some stuff out there for y'all and just try to get y'all to be in a virtual conversation with us as we talking about some of the things that we got going on. But a couple things I want to do, some of the housekeeping before we get into it. First of all, well, you know, we'll hold that. We'll hold that. I want to show love to my sister. Who we just lost, man. My sister, Miss Dead End herself, Miss Fine as Wine, our homie Sherelle. She passed away, and she was a staple in the city in terms of just promoting shows, being an artist, and just general support for every artist in the city of H-Town. You know, she did showcases and events, man. Her birthday event used to always be a big thing every year, and she's from my neighborhood.
ARC member?
Yeah, ARC member, definitely artist, respected community, and just a genuine good person. And, you know, we just thank God for the person that she was. And she lost a battle with some health issues that she was having. And we definitely want to salute her because everybody that's in this city, they know Miss Fine as Wine. They know who she is, man.
I didn't even know it, but I knew it because how much she supported. I was like, everywhere we go, you'll see her. Yeah. Every event, almost every show you got, she was right there.
No, that's who she was. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you have people who they come out to events with a motive. They come out to the event because, and me and Blank was talking about this just yesterday. It was like, you just say you put an event together.
All right.
And I call you and I say, hey man, I heard you got a show. You got any spots for me to perform?
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, nah, man, we got everything out. We got everything already together. Mm-hmm. Then I don't show up. But I would have showed up if you had a spot for me to perform. See, that's the kind of people that are Miss Fine as Wine, she wasn't built like that. You know, she gonna come just because she coming to support and show love.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you know the difference between, you know, the people got their heart in the right place. It's like not asking for nothing. I ain't trying, you know, and I can't ever remember a time where I put an event together where she tried to roach her way onto the stage. She just come in, catch her a spot. She gonna get love because everybody know her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those type of people are the toughest ones to lose because of their character and because of the heart that they got. And when you know somebody really, really had they intentions and their motives in the right place, man, you know, it's just tough. So, you know, definitely condolences to her family, her immediate family, her husband, and everybody that all of us out here that love her, man, because that's a void. She was, I would say she would probably be the closest thing to a female version of Wicked Cricket.
Wow.
You know, that's how I would look when I think about it. Like she would be the closest thing, in my opinion, to a female version of Wicked Cricket, man. So
I remember you had one show and we was out there late, man. It was like a packed show, and I don't even think you even performed.
Yeah.
But she was still right there, just holding it down, you know, coming to support.
Nah,
and staying until we didn't leave about like 2:30, almost 3, and she's rolled it out with her.
She understood. She understood how this whole thing works, and all of her interactions and all of her the majority, I'm gonna say all, the majority of her affiliations were with young upcoming artists.
Okay.
Or not necessarily young artists, but young artists and artists who were just on the independent underground scene.
Yeah.
You know, not chasing after no big wigs and nothing like that. You know, it was always a lot of people that have come up under her that got a chance to get on stage and hold a mic because of things that she put in place. You know, she had the Southside Live clique, the SSLC, and she had people
That's right.
in that clique, you know what I'm saying, that still claim Southside Live clique right now. So she was a boss, man. You know, like I said, she was always coming to the ARC events. You know, she really had a deep love and passion for the city and for the scene and for the local industry and cared about the artists, man.
That's deep.
Yeah, so definitely want to give her love and her flowers, and I can say happily, you know, without no trepidation, that people that in my circle, you know, and myself included, you know, we always gave her love when we saw her, you know. So it was a situation where there's not a regretful feeling like, man, we should have told her how we felt about it. No, we always made sure to acknowledge her, you know, because you know, she just had that kind of heart, man. So shout out to Sherelle, man, the homie, and we're gonna, in the same spirit of Wicked Cricket, we're gonna continue to do the things that we know that she wants to do. She wouldn't want us to stop. Yeah. She wouldn't want us to say, well, we're gonna cancel the podcast tonight. Exactly. Nah, we ain't gonna do the show. She would want us to still do the same stuff we doing. Yeah. If you had something lined up, do it, keep doing it.
Let's do it.
You know, so we comfortable, man.
And rep that South Side.
Without a doubt, man. Rep the South Side as far as being this where I'm from, but had love for everybody. I know. Look, a lot of her shows and events she used to do them at Mr. A's on the North Side. You know what I'm saying? So she was H-Town, you know what I'm saying? So it's all love, man. But back to this.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's some heat with a here you go.
The South Park Coalition album.
They can see it there. You can put it on that camera.
Yeah, no question, man. The South Park Coalition album is out.
Bam.
As y'all can see, man, the album is out.
What's it called?
It's called The Ties That Bind Us.
That's a boat.
And we just dropped the video to the title track, the actual title track. We just released the video. So by the time y'all see this, the video will probably be like a week old.
Can they see it on the show? Can we give a little snippet or take time?
Yeah, you know what? We'll look into that. But either way, we'll put the link. Y'all can go check out the video. But yeah, man, the video came out dope.
The video is hard.
We got cameo from Keesto and Baby Keesto.
We got a little Keesto on there.
Got a monster cameo.
I wasn't expecting it. Look at this.
You never know what the cameraman go line up. Shout out to the homie Folk Hero, man, who did a great job putting everything together, man.
You know what's funny? His first concert was your concert.
Wow.
Remember when you was in the village?
Yeah.
Now his first video is your video.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's a little SPC now.
Yeah.
You got to raise him right.
Well, the thing about Folk Hero, man, you know, I call him AL with the clientele. He's always in where he needs to be, always on the scene, very creative and very professional. Yeah. You know, he does great work and he do fast work.
Yeah,
you know,
that was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You know, some cats say, well, I had a video ready for you in April of next year. You know, it's like, nah, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can put it together real fast. But, you know, shout out to everybody that participated on the album. Of course, you know, Point Blank and Cat and everybody, you know, as far as the coordinators and, you know, just putting it together, man. But, you know, we got the family on there. Everybody's not on there. I know a lot of people like, damn, right.
That's why I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
Because I see it's only 3 of you.
Yeah.
But is it only 3 on the album? Or
No. We basically were the orchestrators.
Okay.
But pretty much everybody in the clique is on the project. You know what I'm saying? Even your homeboy Murder One.
Murder's on there.
Your partner Murder One, man.
Murder, he's on Dirty One.
Murder 8. But it's a great project that I feel like everybody's gonna love, you know, and we got some good songs. It's funny because people would always say, well, man, I wish I would have did the SPC album back like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, we do too. We wish we would have did it, but circumstances come into play and we were all pretty much on different labels back then. So a lot of that factors in. It's hard to get everybody to work if you got to go through this label and that label and all that. But now this album we just put together, in my opinion, it just represents our growth and maturity, because a SPC album in 95, 96 would have been so extreme, which is a good thing. Yeah, the people that loved it. But this album is more conceptual. We got a lot of life lesson stuff on there. So, you know, we hope it's something that people would take to, because, you know, our audience and our fans base, they grew up with us.
But the good thing is y'all grew up.
Yeah.
It ain't like y'all still on the same level, saying the same things you was back then.
Right.
We ain't thinking the same thing back then.
Right. You know, it's the SPC fans that was rocking with us in the 90s, just say you got a young SPC fan that might have been 20 in 1995, 96. You know, he's still 5-6 years younger than us, but he got a family.
Yeah.
He got children now. So life have already kind of imposed itself on even our fan base. So it's a lot of these topics on here that I think people are gonna really be like, okay, yeah, cool. But don't get it twisted. We got some hard stuff on there too now. You know, we always going in on establishment. We always spitting bars, you know, but we made sure that this is a timeless project based on the content that we have on there. Well, so we looking for y'all can go get it right now.
What kind of producers you got up on there?
Oh man, that's a great question. We got a little bit of everybody, man. You know, Big Swift, Mike B, Joe Trax, who did the Ties That Bind Us, Solo.
Oh, you got Solo?
Yeah, Solo did the Bet On Me track. You know what I'm saying? So just you know, so of course, you know, Dopey did a lot of the tracks on the project. So it's like at the end of the day, and I know I'm forgetting somebody, but at the end of the day, it's so many great producers, and what made it so cold is that when a lot of these producers I named, when they found out we was doing the project, they wanted to contribute a track to it. You know, it was like, oh, y'all doing the SPC album? Yeah. Sent heat right over, and nobody missed. The beats they sent was like, yeah, we using that. You know what I'm saying? Mike B and all these dudes, Swift and all these dudes. So it's like, you know, it was just a blessing and an honor that all these legendary producers who, just like you said, they came up with us in the same era. You know, when they was doing their thing, all of them been doing their thing since the 90s when we was doing that.
And now they way more
parallel. Yeah. And they beats are still great. So it's gonna be a great album, man. Y'all stream it now. Y'all can stream it now. All the platforms got it. For those who still rock with the physicals, the physical copies are coming soon.
Ain't gonna have them.
You know
we gonna have them.
You know we gonna have them.
And you can hit them up and get them.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we looking forward to it, man. And y'all go check the video out. Go run the numbers up on the video, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And leave a comment. So.
Let me ask you this. If this do real good, do you see yourself doing an SPC with all the branch members? I mean, like the Killer Clans, like every little branch of SPC.
You know, that'll be the plan. You know, because
20 to life.
Yeah, that's always the plan. You know, the thing is, a lot of guys are still very, very active. A lot of guys are not as active, but they'll come out.
I know.
You know, like, oh, I got 16 for, you know, so it is what it is. But yeah, but even this project that you won't hear Gangsta Nip. Gangsta Nip set this one out. You won't hear certain other people that I'm slipping my mind, they set this one out. And it's just a matter of just, okay, next go around, we'll get them next time, you know. So it's love. We looking forward to it. And the funny part about even this project, we did about 20-something songs, bro. So all them songs didn't make it on there. We got like 6-7 songs that didn't make the cut on this album. So we might follow up with an EP or something like that, or if we roll into another one, then y'all will hear the lost tracks on the next one.
Are y'all done with the visuals?
No. See, that's the beauty of it. We planning on we want to do at least 6 or 7 videos. Right. We three in already, because Betting On Me was the first one, and the Ties That Bind Us just dropped, and we got another one to a single we got called Thankful that's not even out yet. This is in the editing stage. We already did that video, but we looking at maybe minimum we want to do about 6 or 7 videos to this album.
Dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So it's coming, man. But and then shout out to the fans, shout out to all of y'all who've been rocking with us all these years because you're talking about almost 40 years of us doing what we do.
Yeah.
And people still getting down with it, still reaching out, still wanting, anxious to hear it, you know.
It's still fire.
Yeah.
Man, you point, and it look like y'all getting better with time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But it's because of the fan base. It's like when the people motivate you to keep doing what you're doing, you gotta keep getting better at it. You don't want to stay stagnant or stay in the same level of creativity now. They like, so as long as y'all putting pressure on us, putting good pressure on us, that y'all want more.
Yeah.
That puts pressure on us to keep delivering it. So
I like the creative way that y'all did the video though, and shout out to K Water. I like the facility y'all got.
Yeah,
because y'all basically can do anything and everything over there.
It's one stop. You know, shout out to K Water, Skibo, to all the fellas over there who that's their facility. You know what I'm saying? Just my Killer Clan homies, man. The whole family over there. Anybody I'm forgetting. But my boy Stacks over there. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's a spot where it's like a headquarters.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You got different things you can do in that place because even the video that's not out, the Thankful single that's coming next, we did a lot of the shooting there too as well. So we was able to make into a studio audience room for the one we did. Yeah. But the other video is something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's good to just have a spot where you can do multiple things there.
It reminds me of Snoop. Because Snoop got that little area, you know, when he used to do his podcast, he bought it like a whole little section. And he just used it for whatever.
Right.
You know, bring in and do anything you want. That's your situation. You got your whole entertainment, what you call it, like the Tyler Perry studio.
Yeah, it's one stop.
You can do whatever you want to up in there.
If you wanted to do a photo shoot,
all of that.
You want to do that. So we got the studio, of course. You want to record. It's even a setup. You know, if somebody wanted to come in there and podcast, they got all that set up in there. So it's a beautiful setup, man. But I think every artist and just anybody who's in the business should look towards trying to lay something out like that. So it helps, man.
I like it.
But all platforms, y'all go get the album, the ties, that binders, y'all make sure y'all go do that.
Yeah, the baby that's in the video, that's Lil Keesto.
Yeah, that's Lil Keesto.
He got his chain and everything on there.
He's full blown. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know he's famous.
That's my boy there.
Man, I was looking at this the other day and it tripped me out, man. I was watching how McDonald's had they had an E. coli breakout. They had a situation where a lot of people got sick. It's like 49 people got sick from eating McDonald's over like 10 states.
That's all about actually what the southern states?
Yeah, it wasn't just 49 in one location or one city. It was 49 people scattered out across 10 states. So this was a real thing. Yeah. And I guess maybe they got a hold to it and pulled a lot of that stuff. It was in the onions. Yeah. You know, they must have pulled a lot of that stuff before it got too bad. But the company that supplies them with the onions is a company that also supplies Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, and other places. So, you know, they got to get that thing together. But my reason for mentioning all that is that, you know, for years, we have been kind of going back and forth speaking about how we need to start weaning ourselves off of that fast food.
Off that evil. Yeah, that's that cancer food.
Yeah, man. And the problem is it's become such an addiction to us, to where the whole of American society is addicted to fast food. You know, all these places, we just named a handful of them, but it's a million more of them that we can name. And too many examples are being shown where it's like, dude, this stuff is killing everybody. Yeah. But the addiction to the taste makes us keep coming back. So somebody said, oh man, it don't matter that all this happened. We're going to be right back up in there eating it again. And that's a fact.
Yeah. Man, what's everybody McDonald's deadline? Always long. That line always long. Regardless where you at, it's always long.
All of them. Any fast food place, just especially the ones that stay open after the club hours and all that. Yeah, man.
But that's why we the fattest country, you know, because we want everything quick.
Man, people don't believe that when you say that, like America being the most obese country in the world. Now, take it from a person who traveled overseas multiple times, bro. When you go to these other countries, you do not see obese, super fat people. Like, you're going to see a heavyset person, but you are not going to just, everywhere you look, you're going to see, man, you be sitting in the restaurant, you're going to see groups of fat people walk aside the thing.
Our homeless people are fat.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
crazy.
I was just, like, I go to some other states, even overseas.
Yeah.
The homeless people look homeless.
Yeah.
Like, they look like they ain't eating.
Yeah.
Ours over here got Jordans and cell phones and bigger than you.
Yeah, they eating well, but it's about, well, they eating frequently. I won't say eating well, but they eating frequently. But the chemicals in the food also contribute to that weight gain, and a lot of that have a lot to do with it mixed in with the frequency of how much
they put in.
We eat. Yeah, so and the worst part about it is how the same behavior and the habits is going straight to the children.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
So now you got child obesity. You got all these young people getting super, super sick at an early age, or they're overdeveloping at an early age because of the chemicals that they're putting into the food. So I don't know what needs to happen to make us finally look and see and say, hey, man, you know, we need to just shut these places down, man.
Yeah.
Because if you look at how the landscape of every city is, especially in the hood, but I'm even outside the hood, fast food, CVS, Walgreens.
Yep.
Fast food, CVS, Walgreens. So we got the poison, and then we got the so-called medicine right next door, right across the street from the poison. And it's all set up because if the food don't kill you, the so-called treatment will.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a cycle, man. And I always you know, get accused of being a conspiracy theorist and all that, but you know, it's genocide to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's intentional. It's population control, all of that. You know, just culling and all that type of stuff that's connected to this thing, man. And we don't take it as serious because, oh man, it's just a food, man. Or we joke about it.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna stop eating my whatever. Because it ain't got to be about fast food. You know, it could be pig feet, pork chops,
bologna.
Man, I ain't gonna stop eating my crackling and my pork skins and all. But the truth is, yes, you are. You gonna stop eating it.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later, you gonna stop eating one way or another. You gonna stop eating. So you can joke around all you want, but in the very thing that you saying is that you not gonna stop eating, it's gonna be the very thing that stops you from eating it. So that's gonna be the mission, man, moving forward, or the challenge I want to put out. You know, we always want to do these challenges and stuff, man. Let's put out a eat better challenge.
I like that.
You know, let's put out a challenge where we can just start saying, okay, man, you know what? Maybe we need to start exploring how to grow our own food, which a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah.
But or if you're eating fast food 6 times a week, man,
it's crazy.
Chop it in half.
Yeah, get the salad.
I ain't telling you to go cold turkey. I am, but I'm not finna sit up here and act like I eat perfect.
Yeah,
you know, I might pull in Wendy's and grab me a Frosty. I might do it tonight.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, but straight up. But as a collective, at least, okay, let's try to scale back and eventually where we can get ourselves all the way off of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to eat the hell out them filet of fish from McDonald's.
Oh, did you fried fish?
Yeah, the filet of fish sandwich at McDonald's. And just knowing that nothing that comes out of there is any good, but you get the rushing, you ain't ate, you got to be here, you ain't got time to cook, and it makes you say, let me run in here. I'll just grab the fish sandwiches and fries real quick. You know, but in reality, man, that stuff ain't no good, man.
And then you do the research on it, because I used to look at some of the documentaries to the McDonald's burgers and how long it took for them to degrade.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, this stuff would stay in your system for forever, man.
Dude,
yeah.
Drop a fry behind and under the seat.
Yeah.
And leave it there. Come back about a year later. That bad boy, and if you got some new fries you just brought, you could take that 2-3 fries you dropped, you're going to blend them in and they'll integrate right there and nobody never know the difference.
See what I'm saying?
Because anything natural is supposed to decompose.
Yep.
It's going to have a process of deteriorating, you know, organically. If this thing has been sitting here and the meat have not gone bad, they had a split screen of a whole burger from new burger, 1-year-old burger.
And the same.
You could do this.
Yeah.
And say, okay, now pick the one, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You know, so that tells you right there, am I supposed to be really eating this?
That's what I'm saying. Once you do the research, you say, nah. And then if you really go back and do some real research, like by the slaughterhouse and stuff, man, you don't even want none of that hamburger, man.
Yeah, but it's the same equivalent to a dope fiend. When you look at dosing, man, you know that this dope is bad for him. The dope fiend know it's bad for him.
Yeah,
but the addiction, see, so it's the same thing. It's like some people, they'll know, I know it's bad, but the addiction comes through the taste. It tastes so good that, you know, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. You have to get over the addiction just of the taste itself to prioritize good health over how this tastes. You know, how this tastes to me, you know, because what it's doing to you is not worth what you think it's doing for you, as far as activating your happy place and your appetite, man. Yeah. So that's crazy, man.
And every year it's getting worse. So like a lot of times we grew up on Whoppers.
Yeah.
But I know that Whopper ain't the same Whopper that we used to eat up right now.
None of it.
Yeah, it got some more ingredients in there.
Yeah, see, mixed in, we like we spoke about genocide, but also just the mass production.
That's what makes
it out faster,
and cheaper
more,
and cheaper.
More, cheaper. And then it's like, okay, well, we can implement a little of this, you know, that takes away from, we ain't got to use real Angus. We ain't got to, you know, the rumors of all these years of the pink slime and all that, you know, I never did no research on the pink slime, but some people say the pink slime is a real thing, you know, so, but it's just a point that if I have to even just question, maybe I shouldn't eat at this place if I got to question it, man.
You know what killed me? I used to go to Subway all the time, thinking I'm eating fresh. I get that roasted chicken with Subway. And somebody just happened to look at just sit back and say, man, research that chicken.
Yeah.
See how much chicken is in the chicken.
Yeah.
And it's like 20% chicken. He said, now look at the chicken that you was eating. Why the chicken all pale white? Like it ain't real chicken don't even look like that.
Right. You know,
I had to sit back and they got me.
It's funny you said that because they just showed, I just saw this online the other night. They had this guy, he had a piece of chicken in his left hand, had a piece of chicken in his right hand. The chicken in his right hand was supposed to be, I think, like from the Bahamas or something. I forgot where it was, Jamaica, wherever. And it was smaller.
Yep.
It had a little
like a rotisserie.
The pinkish hue to it, you know. The one he had in the other hand was American.
HEB.
It was huge, pale white, like almost like a yellowish type of off-white, like, and it's like same part of the chicken, like a wing or something. It's like, why this chicken look like this and why this one look like that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't got to do with geographical location or region or weather or nothing. It's like something they doing to that chicken.
They on roid.
You know what I'm saying? That's that slicking, man. I was eating some slicking.
Hey, man,
but it's about choices, man, because the ages that people are checking out, bro.
It's crazy,
know what I'm saying, man. You can't be in your 30s and 40s and be checking out this early, you know, behind things that
preventable
things that we can control, you know. But we gotta get all ourselves, man.
It's a discipline. We gotta go back to having some discipline. Right now we don't have no discipline. We want it now. We want it when we want it. We don't want to wait. We
don't care. We don't even care. Cause like I say, I done heard it all. Oh man, something gonna kill you anyway. Oh, you riding there, man? You can get hit by a bus. Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good advice. You could be the most health freak in the world, and,
Yeah.
and a piano can fall on your head. Somebody moving upstairs.
Gotcha.
But the point of the matter, okay, well, I couldn't control that, but
Yeah.
I can control, what I feed myself and what I feed my family, and that got to be prioritized if you are a person who say that you love your family.
Yeah.
Because
You want to be there for them.
yeah, because you want to be there for them, and you also want to be there for them in a capacity that you are able to actually do something for them. It's like I can be there for them,
Yeah.
but I'm laid up like this. There's somebody got to come and wipe my butt for me and wipe the spit off the side of my face. Like, no, that ain't a quality of life that you want. That ain't what you want.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you trying to die and you can't now. But the fact of the matter is, if you do, because I've heard people say that, it's like, man, I had to get my health together, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to be there for my children, man. I want to be able to throw the football in the backyard with my son. And you can't do it. You broke down at 36.
Yeah, you out there.
You sitting. You can't make the ball go from here to the wall right there, man. So yeah, we got to really lock in on that, and we got to lose this heavy trust that we have in this government, these food industry. Man, we believe in them. We trust them, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no way, oh, this is good. This comes from, and we trust them with our children. Like,
Yeah.
lazy, don't want to cook.
Yeah.
Just go get them a Happy Meal. Take them to Jack in the Box. Take them to McDonald's. It's like, man, you trusting these folks, man.
Ain't nothing happy about the Happy Meal.
Man, yeah, exactly. the nappy. But what's crazy too, and I got people on the inside, man. I know people who work at these places, man.
Yeah, man.
And boy, if you know somebody that work at fast food, the
I used to
stories they tell you, and not just about the food quality and the things that might, just the other employees and how they handle, how nasty they are in terms of handling you. Come out the bathroom and they ain't wash their hands. Drop something on the floor.
Pick it on up.
Pick it up and then put it back in the thing. Somebody get attitude with them in the drive-through. We gonna make you pay for that, but we finna spit in your shake or whatever. It's just too much. It's too many factors that make you like, oh man. I mean that should make us. Yeah. I can't wait to the day when I just get totally paranoid to even eat at fast food. When I totally just get to that point where I'm like, I'm scared, because that's gonna be the best thing, Because I don't eat meat and all that. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat nothing. But you still gonna find yourself in these places, in these restaurants, getting things that you do eat. You might get some fries. You might get a fish sandwich. You might. So I mean, everybody is guilty of it to some extent, except for the very few of us who have totally denounced it, and they don't mess around. They ain't gonna get a cup of water about that bad boy.
Yeah. See, I used to work at fast food spot. I just work at Wendy's.
Yeah.
So I know where the chili meat come from.
Where the chili meat comes? Tell us where it come from. I want to know.
All the chili meat is all the old burnt meat that was on the grill, that stayed too long on the grill. We chop it up, put it in a bucket, and then it turn it into chili meat. Even I used to work at HEB. I mean not HEB. I used to work at Sam. I know where all the fruit displays, where that fruit come from.
Wow.
That's all your riding fruit.
Wow.
They instead of just throwing it away, they cut it up and put it in fruit trays.
Wow, they cut the bad part off. Wow. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, man?
So you gotta watch it, because they try to save regardless of round.
They don't want to lose no money.
They don't want to lose no money.
Yeah, so 82% of this apple is trash. And like, hold on,
we can save that
piece right here. Huh?
Yeah,
we can get about 8 of them,
and they charge you more.
Wow,
because they charge you more.
Because it's fancy.
There you go.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, man. But see, that's the type of stuff that people, in my opinion, need to know, because at the end of the day, it's like, we do have this over trust of the food industry, man, and it ain't nothing good about it. See, it's no professional integrity. It's very little integrity in these establishments anymore, because the people just don't care. A lot of people that work there, they don't want to be there. They don't want to work there. They got their own crap going on, and they just don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care nothing about you or your family, man. They care about that bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, man.
The bottom line is the bottom line.
Yeah, and the government care about taking you out. So it's gonna always go back to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and how to eat to live, and him teaching decades and decades ago about taking ourselves out of the devil's kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, eating that crap and all that stuff, man. So, you know, that's just where we at, man. And sooner or later, we gonna learn to cut that stuff loose, bro.
Yeah,
To cut that stuff loose. Man.
they ain't what's up right there.
Yeah, no question about it, man.
Get some salad in your life.
Yeah. I mean, look, you got to be careful. I know somebody who almost died from a salad.
Jesus.
You know, same thing, E. coli.
Yeah.
See, it's the same thing like when McDonald's had E. coli. Same thing. You know, it's like, man, it's like it's bacteria and crap, and people not doing their due diligence and making sure that this stuff is sanitary and good for human consumption.
Yeah.
And they spread that stuff out, man, and people getting sick and messed up, man. You know, food ain't at the right temperature and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta really be on it when you're doing food.
Control what you can control, man, and learn how to grow and learn the codes. I was watching Brother Nuri. And he was talking about the color codes of food and explaining what different
like
colors.
Red and the
the red, the orange, the green, and the yellow, and all that. That's what they do. And when you learn that code, then it helps you be able to go in and do exactly what you need to fix yourself.
Yeah.
If you're sick, it's okay. Well, I need some energy. Let me eat some red to give me some vitality. Oh, I need to flush out. I need some green with some antioxidants in it, you know, things of that nature. I need to build my immune system. Let me eat something orange. Let me consume something orange for my immunity. So it's a formula.
Yeah.
We just got to get to where we care to know about it.
I was laughing because the white is the worst. Like he was sugar, salt, bread.
Because they stepped on it. They done messed it
rice.
Up. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like a lot of those things that we see that are white, they that's not their natural form. It was like they once they get through processing it or bleaching it or whatever it is they do to it, then okay, here you go. You know, but it's a formula to fix yourself the same way we've been victimized by a formula to make us sick. That's a formula too. So we just got to learn, man. But we can bounce on from that, man. I see you was watching a little of that Young Thug stuff, man.
It looked like this case about to be mistrial.
Yeah.
The judge got to the point today. She was like, the state end up they're not supposed to tell the witness. They're not supposed to let the witness know that some of the defendants are in prison or in jail right now.
Yeah.
So this is about the third time the state's witness that went in there asking him a question like, yeah, we ain't seen him because he been in prison. We ain't seen him in prison. And then today, the judge told him like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And they did it again. And then they corrected it and he did it again.
So you think they're doing that on purpose? You think they doing that?
Is the state trying to mess it up? Whoa, are you talking about the witnesses?
Yeah. Because if they been advised or being instructed, man, stop doing that.
Yeah.
And they keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's different witnesses though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they might be, because one dude just got 5 years the other day because he went in there and totally went against everything that he said he was going to be snitching. Like they told him, oh, you going to sign this deal, get out of jail?
Yeah.
He said, the YSL's gang, everything. Yeah.
Right.
He got on the stand. I don't know nothing about none of that. We ain't never been none of that.
Right.
So the states, most of the states' witnesses are going rogue. Wow. So they flipping on the state, and the state just like, they bring them up, then they got to turn around and show the jury that your witness is a lie.
Yeah. So now a lot of so-called non-credible witnesses that they keep bringing up is making them look bad. Man, that's crazy, man.
So now, so at the end of the day, what the judge did, she was like, because like the person who told that he was in jail, that defendant, his lawyer jumped up and was like, man, this is a mistrial.
Yeah.
We need this mistrial. So the judge like, well, we're not going to mistrial. And one thing about that judge is, I don't know what's going on with that judge, but she do not want to mistrial nothing.
Yeah.
So she came in just like every time they got like 18 different good times for a mistrial. Yeah. She's like, nah, no mistrial. So when they did it again today, she was like, we're not going to mistrial with prejudice, but Everybody else want a mistrial? She like, yeah. She like, well, let me think about it. And she
so have this been the same judge throughout?
no, they had
Okay.
another judge. They had a black judge at first.
Yeah.
He got kicked out because he was meeting with the defense. I mean, with the state and the witnesses behind people's backs. It's crazy. It's like it's worse. But this trial is like not even real. It's like it could be a sitcom. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Now the question is, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but who does all this benefit? Is this gonna help Young Thug in any kind of way in the long run, or are they just gonna clean house, retool, and then still go in? Because it's like, I don't know the law enough to even be speaking on this deep enough, but it would just seem like it might be beneficial to the defendant that this thing keep looking bad and it's making the state look bad, to where it's like, hey, I might got a shot, not necessarily to beat it, but to maybe get something lightweight than I might expect it to get, or they may intend for me to get.
I think he got it to beat it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because what they ain't proving a point. Yeah. But the thing is, he's a RICO, so he got like a whole bunch of people with him. Yeah. So some of them want to mistrial, some of them don't,
and some of them, like say, they already in prison.
And the crazy thing is, this is America's longest court case ever. Yeah. So they going on 2 years right now in this thing. So say if they get the mistrial, they gotta hit the reset button and do the whole thing.
Who knows how long?
And this is the most expensive trial that they have ever had in the United States of America.
Say that money, man. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's insane. But I'm gonna have to peek in on that and try to see what's going on for myself. But but at the root of it all, it's just an example of why, you know, us as black men and women, you know, you gotta stay out them folks' way, man.
Stay out their way, you know, stay out their cage.
It's like when you have become successful doing something, doing one thing, it's like there's no cause for you to participate or still be participating. And I know what everybody thinking, man. It's like, well, man, you know, he was already, or you might already be in too deep. You might already this, already that. You got allegiance to this. Hey, man, I get that, man, but somebody got to be the one to break the cycle or to clean up the operation. Like, look, bro, we ain't got to do this no more. And people don't like to hear that, you know, because we've been made to want to glorify that lifestyle. We're made to want to glorify that whole image, you know, just even from the name, just, man, I'm Young Thug or whatever the case might be. But, you know, when you live in it, and if you you make the mistake as a young brother, you make the mistake to speak on it in your music. You make the mistake to glorify it in the lyrics, and you make possibly the bigger mistake to speak on it when you are actually doing it. That's a game changer, because 90% of the rappers who consider gangster rapper, you know, it's not to say that they are weak. It's not to say that they punks, because a lot of them are not, but they're studio gangsters in the sense that you are not doing all this stuff you're talking about. Yeah. You may have sold some dope back in the day. You may have robbed a couple of people back in the days. You had some fights. You may have stole something. You may have got caught up in a couple of shootout situation. The average person who grew up in the hood can tell that same story, can basically say, oh, yeah, we all did that. But when you start rapping, now the one time you did fire your pistol at somebody, you ain't hit them, then or the one time you did for 4 months, you sold some dope, and then you got caught and went to the county for 6 months, whatever the case may be. I don't know. Everything that you did do, once you rapping, you glorify, you amp it up. It's on steroids now. Now I sold a few rocks on the corner, but in my record, I was the kingpin. I was the main thing. Yeah. You know, I had a couple of fights. Now I got these hands, can't nobody whoop me. You know what I mean? So it's glorified. But that represents probably 90% mixed in with the percentage of cats who ain't did none of it. Yeah. You ain't done nothing. You ain't never even pinched nobody before, and you talking about how hard you are. Yeah. But that 10% and I'm just making this number, but I know it's a small percentage based on the whole. Them the ones that's really getting down, like, okay, now, he ain't no rapper trying to be a gangster. He a gangster that's rapping.
Yeah.
He the real deal. So the bottom line is you could either have the approach that I'm using this to kind of get myself out of this, but even so, if you know you was that deep, man, you can't tell no true stories, bro.
Nah. Cause nowadays, even in the trial, they using the lyrics.
Right? Is that
against you? They using your Instagram posts against you. They using your hashtags and your emojis.
Wow. Right.
To line you up. Like even in the YSL, they all put emojis with little snakes.
Yeah.
They got the snake.
Right.
They part of it. Rico.
Right.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy, man. So you really, even if they, back in the days, like Ice Cube wasn't no real gangster, but he can write like stupid gangster shit.
Yeah.
But nowadays, man, if you write that stuff, it seems like they want to believe you so bad, so they can indict you so quick.
Yeah, it's a self-incriminating element that you imposing on yourself because it's like, and then you go on these platforms like Vlad and all that.
Yeah.
Get me started on that cat. But all of these things work in conjunction.
Yeah.
To mess you up, for you to mess yourself up. So you got to have it in your mind, like coming in, like, look, back in the days when we was writing and saying all these old crazy deals and saying the stuff we saying, it's like, that was not even a part of the process back then.
Yeah.
See, the same way we talked about growth and evolving and becoming mature in our content, the enemy is growing and evolving and becoming advanced in how he observes us and gets us. So he using that to say, okay, well, you know what? Okay, it may not be illegal for him to say that, speak on it based on so-called freedom of speech and all this stuff here. But if he ever gets in trouble, now those lyrics take on a whole new dynamic.
Yeah.
Because it's over, wait a minute, right here you said you and such and such ran up in a place, and snatched the whole case, 15 keys, ran them up the road. It's like, and any connections to that, man, they can lay all that on your head, man. So just to our young guys coming up, we have to watch these trials and watch these scenarios that our other brothers and sisters going through and use it as a classroom.
Yes.
A lesson like, hey, don't do that. Yeah. Watch when you see the list of people who go on Vlad and then all of a sudden they getting jammed up or in some form or fashion. That's your classroom. They say, nah, I ain't gonna do it the way this cat did it. It whether you faking about it or not. If you faking about it, don't even talk about it.
Yep.
If you doing it, don't even talk. Or if you talk about it in a way that doesn't glorify but kind of just exposes what you were doing and the negative ramifications of it, man. Let's be focused on saving and not get so caught up in the money side of it, because it's contrary to the popular belief. It's still ways to make money with good content. Might not make as much. Yeah, because the world ain't set up for you to get it like that. The world is set up for you to get it by killing and drugging and twerking and selling coochie and all that stuff. Yeah. But hey, man, you got to look at the big picture, man.
That shit crazy. You think it ever gonna turn around?
It's either gonna turn around or God just gonna wipe it all out.
Yeah,
and that's the path that's going on. Where it's like, if it don't turn around, we already on a trajectory to where every aspect of this world, is poisoned and it's going down.
Yeah.
Every economics. We just got through talking about food and nutrition.
Are you right?
We talking about music now. We talking about
fashion,
business, fashion, just morals, gender wars, where the black man and black women, we are at war. We hate each other, bro. It's like,
that's crazy.
It's sickening to watch how every time you click on something, it's a black man destroying, tearing down, talking about how messed up black women are, and it's a black woman tearing down, destroying, talking about how messed up black men are, and you don't see no other race of people that do that openly.
Yeah, nobody.
Openly.
Yeah.
So all these things come into play, and every aspect of life you look at and just say, man, is this one messed up? Check.
Yeah.
This one? Check. Well, what about this? Check.
Jesus.
All of it. So it's a gumbo of things that showing us where, you know what? Hey man, the project I did with my homie in Canada, shout out to my homie Tragic. The title of the album is called Path of Destruction. And that's what we on. We on that course, man. Straight up.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, it can be reversed. But now it's like that steering wheel that needs some power steering fluid. Oh, you're gonna be turning the hell out of it, but it can be reversed. We just gotta want to do it. But those who want to do it don't have the platform and the reach to really do it. So you gotta kind of collectively do it. And those who might have the platform and reach to do it, they don't want to do it because it's gonna stop the money, or they don't even know that it need to be done.
Yeah.
They're like, what you mean? Ain't nothing wrong. It's how you get money. It's how you do it.
I always thought like every generation kind of rebels against the other generation. So I was thinking when I say this, do it turn around, because like we done brought it all the way down. So I was wondering if the next generation is going to want to do the opposite of this generation. Meaning like now you don't really need lyrics anymore. It's more just the beats and some mumble. But you think the next generation will be promoting more lyricism?
Now, where the next generation is already on the scene. They here. They have to be taught, though. They have to be educated. They don't have no fear. They see this current generation, that little 10-year-old, 15, 20, 25, they ain't scared of police. They ain't scared of government. They ain't scared of the judicial system. They ain't scared of none of that.
Yeah.
But that fearless energy is misguided. It's mischanneled. Yeah. So somebody from this generation and generations older than us have to embrace them to teach them, and then they have to embrace us to want to be taught to, like, look, dude, don't lose nothing that you have in you. That passion, don't lose none of that. Let me show you how to direct it. Don't direct it at your brother. Don't direct it at your sister. Don't direct it at that girl. She ain't this and she ain't that. Your brother ain't no whatever. I'm going to show you how to direct, and I'm going to show you who's making you direct it at them. So once they get that knowledge, man, it's going to be all over, man. Amalak Muhammad said his greatest followers was in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if they in the streets, them the soldiers. You're like, they just need to be injected with the info. That's all they need, So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But right now, they ain't looking good. Yeah, they ain't looking too good, man. They ain't looking too good.
Right. But I like the fact that, with these podcasts and stuff, since that's becoming, more popular, people can get the game.
Yeah.
Everything is here for you.
Right.
And can be easily accessed.
No, that's a good point. So as you said it, I start thinking about economics. I see all these different groups of people, these black guys that be giving game on economics. What's those guys' name? Find Your Leisure. I think that's the name. It's a bunch of different guys online.
I've been looking at him
that give a bunch of good economic advice, man. Even investment, like things that we might not even really be into. Yeah. Young people who give advice on how to navigate through the current music industry. Like they'll teach you the game on, hey man, this is how you market. You use this platform and it can help you reach X amount of. They know they have learned this stuff, man. They become geniuses at it, bro. So who are we listening to? Just like you said, you got so many platforms that will give you the game, but who are we listening to? We not gravitating towards those platforms. We want to go to where the mess at. We want to hear the celebrity talking about the other celebrity and who doing this and who gay and who all this. We want to hear about the baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
They did it.
Yeah. So it's like, and okay, cool. Go look at that.
Yeah.
But have a balance to where you can say, all right, well, you know what? I done ate enough of them donuts. Let me balance it out with let me get some spinach and some
water.
Some water, man. You know, so it just.
That's the main thing is that balance, man.
Yeah.
Because I think when you say balance, you hit it on the head because you can have some of this, but you got to make sure you got some of that.
Yeah.
You know that balance is what it's not around no more.
Can't nothing be too heavy on one side of the scale. You know what I'm saying? Even I mean, you drink too much water. You drink 200 gallons of water, and then you might die. You know what I'm saying? So everything gotta be bound and gotta be done in the proper portions, in the proper way, the proper time. Timing is everything, man. But you know, we can't be scared to deal with our own people, and we can't be in a situation where we like the food, we get so addicted to the bad food.
Yeah.
It's the same as social media. We get addicted to the negative food, the negative mental food. We want to see the mess. We want to see the beef. We want to see that more. And then as soon as you get to watching something else that's informative, you're dozing off. It's not interested. Our minds are rewired, have been miswired to where it's like that what's good for us is boring. You know, we don't want no parts of it.
But you don't want no education.
Yeah.
Like I always try to find something new to learn. Like I've been noticing since we've been here. I want to find some new stuff to learn. Like, where did you get those looks from? Because those ain't the real.
Hey, man, wait a minute. You're not supposed to peep that, yes?
Like, where you get those from?
Say, man.
I'm like, what the hell can't get?
You weren't supposed to peep these, man. You know, these were a gift, you know. I don't know if I told you, I went and spoke at a school a couple of weeks back. Shout out to my homie, man. My homie George, man, Mr. E.
Okay.
And when I was speaking at the school and I got through performing and stuff, I got Michael Jackson. I got Mob. You know what I'm saying? They just all the children, they just wow, they went crazy. And while I was standing there, one of them snatched my locks from off my head, you know, from behind, you know what I'm saying?
They got ball for real.
Yeah. But you know, these were given to me as a gift, so I definitely
dope.
I got to look up, you know. My sides ain't that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, what?
You know, so
it's a little different right there, but they live.
Yeah, no, I like them. You know, I'm always go back to my originals, you know. But I had to look up, man. People give me looks all the time.
I do that.
You know, yeah, people give me less. Some of them might be a little too far fetched for my taste. They may have some designs and stuff. That ain't me. You know, I'm cold black. You know, straight to the point. But
I got another one. Transformation, because it's a certain thing that happens when K put the looks on in the show. What's the purpose of when you put them on the size when they off?
I mean, it's go time.
It's go time, okay.
Yeah, it's go time. It's like I'm the Terminator now. You know? Because I mean, it's like it's just a sign that okay, I'm serious now. You know, business, and it's time to get down. Or certain songs, you know, because I got certain songs where I leave them up.
I know.
You know, it don't call for me to be in Terminator mode. But if I'm spitting, if it's time to go in, I want to look the part. I want to look like the dude that, leave that guy alone. So, so that's all it is, you know.
All right, that was one of my personal questions.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good, man.
Yeah, that was good one right there.
Yeah.
All right, so what you think about this election? The next question.
So, same scenario, man. Who neither one of these candidates is gonna save America.
You gonna vote?
Heck no. Heck no. And the funny part about it is, see, we need to do a show one day where we bring people in who are like me, who under no circumstances am I gonna vote, and people who are on the other side of it who feel like, you know, you're the most ignorant, worst person in the world.
People
you don't exercise your right to vote for what our ancestors died for. You know, not factoring in that over the years, no matter who was in there, whether it was a Republican or a Democrat, our condition haven't changed dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't changed dramatically at all. And in a lot of cases, well, I can say a lot of cases, the black vote is always the most precious prize of every candidate, whether Republican or Democrat. It's always this big fight to get the black vote, only to get in office and not do anything for black people. Even though you got people that will argue and say, well, no, this one did that. This one passed that bill. And if you could say, okay, yeah, they did, it still doesn't address the big issues that concern that relate to us as black people. It's not getting us there. It's not ever going to get us there when you under a government that is set up to never let us get there.
Yeah.
So so when people say that, it's like, and I watch that same argument take place between black folks every 4 years, man. I'm like, man, we sick.
And they keep going with the same template.
Yeah, and a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but I don't care. You know, it's like we sick, man. We got bit by this bug, and we continue to just be under this spell. You know, people will say the Democratic plantation. Yeah, it's a Democratic plantation. It's a Republican plantation as well. All of it is a plantation. All of it is. And no matter who you ride with, vote how you want to vote. Ain't my place to tell you not to.
Yeah.
But it's for me to determine that I'm not, because the things that we need to address for us, I ain't talking about the rest of America. I'm thinking the things that we need to address for us, these are issues that neither one of those candidates are going to come to the forefront and say, okay, let's bang it out. You know, let's get y'all right. Let's get y'all together. Only the promise of it.
Yeah.
Only to say, only to come to your church.
Yeah, exactly.
A month or so before the election and clap off beat, you know, with the choir, and only to come in and do that and say what they're gonna do, only to show up in the neighborhood and
kiss the baby,
shake hand and kiss the baby. No, they're not. History have already proven that, you know, and we argue about these candidates, you know, with more passion than we'll argue when it comes to standing up just on principles of God.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we with it, conversation like that break out, we're kind of like, it is what it is. But you mess around and say, Kamala, Trump, nigga, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like we sick. You know, so hey man, if you look at any one of those candidates, and if you look at their policies and you feel like it is something that resonates with you, do your thing. But the last thing that I'm gonna let you do is try to vote shame me. You know, when I feel like I got sense enough to know that, you know, America is imploding and is deteriorating from the inside out, unraveling, as Mr. Farrakhan says, and ain't now one of them gonna save it. Now one of them gonna save it. One of them may accelerate it faster than the others.
That's what I think.
You know, so at the end of the day, man, time will just have to tell and show us our mistakes.
You say they put a big emphasis on the black vote. Why do you think that is? You think that's like bragging rights afterwards or something? Because it's not like they really do come in and like how you say with voting. I don't really think voting really helps. I think it's like a public poll. Just so you can see how America is feeling this way or that way, and they can know it, because it's not even them, your vote that counts. It's really the electoral vote, and you don't even know who them people is.
Yeah, it's they clamor for the black vote, number one, because we're ignorant, we're easy, we're gullible, we're easy to get. Because again, we keep falling for the same thing. It's like, how in the world, for decades and decades, can the people keep falling for the same set of talking points? Every 4 years, they come up with the same thing, point fingers at the other side and tell you why it's important for you as black people to vote for me. But also, we represent the second largest percentage of the American population, you know what I'm saying, behind white people. So you got to try to get those numbers, you know, you got to try to get as much of that percentage to lean towards you as possible, you know, but we also are the most underserved, you know, the most disrespected, the most lied to, and we have put in the most time in the building of this country to make it a great nation, to make it whatever it is, just through our labor, through our talents, through our intellect, through our all the way across the board. So, that's one of the things, but they don't do that with the Asian. They don't go for the Asian. You don't hear emphasis on the Asian vote.
Never.
You don't hear emphasis on the Arab American vote. The Latino is probably right behind us.
Okay.
But it's still not as much. So yeah, they just know who they have had control over for all these years. Our situation in this country is unique in comparison to everybody else's. So it's a situation where we have always fought for acceptance. We want to be included. We want to be accepted. We want to be able to have the right to do this, right to do that, right to do that. And it was things that they never wanted us to have. Yeah. So history will change it up and say, well, no, this guy cared because he did this. This guy cared because he passed this thing. It's like, nah, but when you dig deep into it, it was never a situation where they cared. It was a situation where he was good for business. They had to do it on some level, but never because they just had this
love for it.
Yeah. No, it ain't. So I mean, we should focus. If we put as much energy into doing for ourselves as we did into every 4 years trying to get behind one of these candidates, man, we would have been free. We would have been free, brother. Plain and simple.
I agree. I never.
And don't let people, the same way I'm not knocking y'all for choosing to vote, don't let nobody vote shame y'all, man. Don't let nobody trick y'all into getting guilty behind if you choose, because the same way that if you say my ancestor died so I would have the right to vote, they also died for me to have the right to make a choice whether or not where I put my vote.
Yeah.
If I say, I've studied both of them. If I'm the person to say, I looked at both of them and I don't see anything that's impressive or attractive to me from either one, I'm still supposed to vote? And people say, yes, you are. You still supposed to vote. It's going to be somebody in the comments, you still, no. Okay, are you allergic to any food?
Fish.
Okay, so you can't eat fish. Okay, so hey, Keesto, come by the house, man. We gonna cook some food. We gonna hang out. And I got some salmon here. I got some trout here, and that's all I got. And then you say, man, I'm allergic to fish. Hey, man, well, my wife sacrificed in a hot kitchen to make this fish so you could eat it, bro. So you need to pick one of these. Oh, you gonna eat the fish?
Can't eat the fish.
Can't eat the fish. You're not getting mad. Yeah. Well, man, my wife was up all night working on that stuff. No, man, if it don't suit you, you have every right to decline and say, well, no, I'm gonna hold my vote. Yeah. I got the right to do that, don't I? Yeah. So people try to tell you because that's what was taught to them. It was taught to them that if you don't exercise your right, if you don't vote for somebody, then you're disrespecting the process and you don't have a right to complain about anything. No, that's not true, man.
So when do we get our own party together? I know we've been saying this forever, but is there any steps being taken? Anything, even in the Muslim area, or even on the Farrakhan, is there any goal, any kind of plan?
No, ain't no goal or no plan to try to do anything under the umbrella of this system. The Elijah Muhammad teach separation.
Yeah.
Out. No parts of it. It's like, get out. So now it's not even, it ain't about, to me, it's not about a party. It's not about, because if we could start, I heard talks way back in the Million Man March days about people saying a black political party and all these things. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna disrespect it if somebody tries to do it, but the agenda still has to be looked at to say, okay, well, what's going to be your plan if you start a black political party? Because if you're starting it, how and where is it going to operate? How is it going to move? Because if you're talking about trying to incorporate into this system to do it, it's still not going to work. This stuff, this state system. it's not gonna work. You know, so the best thing to do is to say, well, now we just gonna move independently of whatever they got going on. We're gonna do our own thing, the same way that the Chinese Americans do. Same, well, I ain't gonna say Chinese, the Chinese people do in Chinatown and different. They set up a community, the same things we did back in Black Wall Street and other cities. You set up a community within this nation, because we here on this land, and we just do things for ourselves. We do for ourselves. We create an economy for ourselves. You get land for yourself. Yeah. You defend it yourself. You take care of it yourself. You employ your people. That's what we need to be focused on. Forget trying to figure out a way to still be involved in this country's politics, because it's still set up for them.
Now, in doing that, do you ever see us actually getting back together where we can actually agree with each other and trusting each other instead of trying to backbite each other and bring everybody down that crab in the in the bucket?
Of course. Know? I mean, that's it's gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen in the way that a lot of people may envision it to happen. You know, that's like when we was having a conversation with Smack a couple of weeks ago. You know, it's not gonna happen in the way that a lot of us envision it, where we think everybody's gonna come on board. Everybody's not gonna come on board. It's not gonna happen. It's not for everybody. Yeah. That's just not the case. It's like okay, Keesto, man, me and you cousins. Yeah. We finna put this family get together, and hey man, you know we can't invite Uncle Joe. Every time Uncle Joe come over here, he start acting stupid, and we can't invite cousin such because
gotta hide the babies.
Yeah, because he gotta hide the babies. Yeah. So it's gonna be certain people that are like, nah, bro, we know your track record. Yeah. You can't come in here. You know what I'm saying? And prominent black folks like, well, I'm nah. You work with them folks. We know what you did. You know what I'm saying? You said that. But you work with them folks. You ain't never done nothing for us. You took money. You did this. You did that. Whatever the case is, it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for like-minded individuals who understand the assignment and know what needs to be done. Ain't going to be we done had every organization that ever existed among black people had agents and sellouts and informants, government people plucked inside of there that were working for the establishment. Everyone. It's not a one you can name that they didn't infiltrate. That was the FBI was birthed to do. Come on now. So the fact of the matter is, at this stage, at this day and age, man, you know, we got to go for like-minded people and try to vet as much as we can. And anybody that gets found to be of that, they got to go. And it might not just be just got to go as getting kicked out. I got you. I heard you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we can't even turn you back loose into the world to go report to nobody. Exactly. You know, and that's just a fact. So at the end of the day, man, we got to do this ourselves. Anytime we had situations where we invited them in to kind of, it's okay, man, y'all come on. Oh no, he's cool. Yeah, man, it always turn around and bite us, bro.
So you think like what Dr. Umar doing with the school is a good start to start training the kids?
I mean, I don't know, because did the school open?
I don't think the school open yet, but I mean the idea of the school.
Yeah, the idea is a great idea. You know, it's like if the thought is open up a school for our young black boys and girls to be properly educated on history, to be properly educated on financial literacy, to be properly educated on food and nutrition, how to grow your own, all these different science, technology,
fashion, hair,
engineering, agriculture, all these different things. That's a beautiful idea. That's what we absolutely need. Yeah. But it got to be done properly. It can't be done with ulterior motive. It can't be done where it's all about me getting the money or something, you know. And I ain't accusing nobody nothing. Like I said, I don't know if Dr. Umar has started school or not. I just know I've been hearing that for years and years. But the premise of it and the thought of it, it's a beautiful idea. But it got to be done right by the right people with the right minds. The motives behind it got to be right. You know, I love to see. I mean, you know, there are people who homeschool their children, And that's just an individual, personal, family thing. And I've seen it work.
Yeah.
I've seen it work for them. That works for them. The Nation of Islam got the MUI, the Muhammad University of Islam. You know, it's where they have the school set up where they children attend those schools in the nation, like if you go into a public school.
Oh, really?
That's in place. Been in place. So and I'm sure there are other black schools that do similar things like that. So I mean, it's there, but I don't know how much of a consolidation needs to happen. Because the nation gonna do it independently, but I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with working with this place or that place or this brother, that sister who really sincere about doing it, man. Because one of the biggest issues that we have, why the effect of what's going on now with our young people, a lot of it got to do with the school system of how it is, and what we've been indoctrinated and taught and lied to about, and how the school system have destroyed our young people's self-esteem because we don't never see ourselves in the history book. We don't, everything is about everybody else. Yeah. So, it is what it is, man. Man, it is what it is. But that's what it is, man. We're gonna get out y'all way on that one, man.
With some Frosties.
Yeah, no question. I hope that, man. But I will say this: I'm a probably, look, I'm transparent, but I ain't gonna never sit up in front of y'all and act like, I'm just no perfect vessel, because anybody know me, I ain't. But we all need to be striving, to try to do the best we can to get better with every second that we can in every aspect, man. So we'll get out y'all way on that one, man. This your fake brother K-Rino.
And it's your boy Keesto.
Yeah, y'all gonna get that out.
Get this here.
Bind us, man, South Park Coalition. And we'll catch y'all later on, man. Peace. Man. Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volage, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box, man. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on. Peace.
Level legit clothes, so get used to people asking you, yo, where you get those? Say we wear Volage. We showing up. We wear Volage. Next brand blowing up. We wear Volage. Get yours, try it on. We wear Volage. World when you got it on. We wear Volage. The slogan we go by. The streets to the streets, we accommodate both sides. So many fresh styles attractive to your eyes. So we gon' put them on and let the whole world know why. We wear Volage. Get yours, try it on. We wear Volage. World when you got it on. We wear Volage. The slogan we go by. The streets to the streets, we accommodate both sides. So many fresh styles attractive to your eyes. So we gon' put them on and let the whole world know why.